Hi guys, today I thought I would do another roulette video, and I love these because these are so much fun. And before we get into the video, whoever told me to wear my hair like this, thank you so much, because I am obsessed and I really like this, so I think I'm gonna be rocking this a lot. So what I have planned today is basically I want to do the ultimate eye look roulette. I don't know if that makes any sense, but basically I'm going to have the wheel pick everything for me, and I will be kind of making up some rules along the way because there are just certain things, like let's say I pick an eyeshadow palette and it only has 6 shadows. I'm probably going to pick another one, and also if I pick an eyeshadow palette that I used yesterday or something, I'm going to pick another one because I want these to be videos where I can use what is already in my collection that I haven't used in a while. So I think we should just start off by picking out which eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use. Ready? Oh, the Magic Mini palette. Didn't I just use that? I don't think I just used that. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog barking. Oh, that's kind of exciting. I was sort of hoping I would get something that I haven't used in a while, but I'm not going to complain. Wait, have I not done a palette bingo with the Magic Mini? I don't think I want to do anything with a palette that I've already done a palette bingo with, because this is basically going to be a palette bingo, so maybe I should pick another one. I feel like I need to give another palette a chance that I haven't done in some kind of a random challenge, so I think we should pick again. Exotic Peacock palette. I literally just used that one, so I'm going to spin again. I'm so sorry. I actually did a palette bingo with that one, so let's go again. Or maybe it wasn't that one I did a palette bingo with. Either way. Violet Voss Rainbow palette. See, that could be fun because this is something that you guys have requested me to use. But since this is an all shimmer palette, I'm going to pick another palette to use with this one. So let's spin for like the 4th time. I don't know. Oh, this is going to be fun. So we have the Violet Voss Rainbow palette and the Jeffree Star Alien palette. So let me go grab those two. So basically what I want to do next is I want the wheel to pick out how many shadows I'm supposed to use for this. And I have a wheel here that is going from 1 to 15. So I don't want to do like a one eyeshadow look. So if it's going to be any lower than 30, I will probably spin again. So let's first figure out how many shadows I'm supposed to use. And then I will figure out how to break it up afterwards. So let's spin for this. Alrighty then, so we're gonna be jamming 12 colors on my eyes today, and I couldn't be more excited. So this is exciting for me. So what I'm going to do is, I'm probably going to need some makeup wipes because this is going to be a lot of swatches, so one sec. So I just walked out into the living room and my husband hadn't seen me since I started filming, and he was like,
"That's a different hairstyle."
That's such a man thing to say. It's not like, oh, that looks cute. It's just like,
that's different.
It's like I never know what that means. So let's get into these palettes now. So what I think I'm going to do is, see, this is kind of tough because I don't know how to really divide this up. So maybe I should start just randomly picking shades from the Alien palette and see how many shimmers and stuff I end up with. And then I can see how many I want to use from the Violet Voss palette afterwards. You know what, I take that back because I'm also going to spin for which eyeliners I'm going to use and which mascara I'm going to use. Now, if I do get a colored mascara, I'm only going to use one of them, and it's probably going to be on the lower lash line. So if I get one, that's it, and then I'm going to use another one for the black. But I do want to spin for the eyeliners, like I said, so I'm going to spin for the eyeliners and the mascara first so that I can kind of plan those around the look that I'm going to do, even though I'm going to be using 12 shades. So, I mean, this could be
very interesting.
So we'll spin for eyeliner first, and then we'll spin for mascara after. So we have a NYX Sky Shimmer. What is that one? Alright, so 5 minutes later I found it, and what we're going to be using is a liner that is very dirty, but this is basically a blue glittery eyeliner. So I don't really like that at all with the color scheme in this palette, but we're going to have to find a way to make this work. So I'm going to spin for mascara now, and basically the rule is if I get a black mascara, I'm going to use that one only, and if I get a colorful mascara, I will use that one plus another black one on the side. So let's see what we get. Oh no, oh that really sucks. Oh my goodness, this is going to be the worst look ever. So we have a pink mascara, we have a blue eyeliner, and then we have this palette, and we have this palette. So, I mean, hopefully if I can get like a pink and a blue to go with the other 12 shades. Yeah, this is going to be
quite the look.
So I think we should get into drawing the colors now. I still don't really know how I want to do this. Maybe if I just make all of these 1 through 10 and then I'll do 11 starting here and just go down. I mean, I'm gonna have to get at least one matte, right? You would think so, hopefully. So maybe I'll just try that, and if I somehow end up with all shimmers, I'm just and I'm just gonna have to try it anyway. So I think we should just do that, and I think I'm going to use random.org to draw these numbers because it's just a little bit easier with that app because I don't really have a wheel that goes from 1 to however many shadows are in these palettes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 4 colors at a time, or 4 numbers at a time, and then I will swatch them for you and then draw another 4 and then another 4, just because it'll be easier for me to swatch them and wipe off my hands. And I'm also probably going to write down the numbers afterwards so I don't forget about them. So let's draw the first 4 now. So I'm going to go 1 through 28, generate. So we have 17, 28, 16, and 8. Alright, so these are the first 4 colors. The first 3 are from the Alien palette. And the last one is from the Violet Boss. So let's draw another 4. Let's see what we get. So we have 24, 10, 16, we already got that. 2, 17, already have that too. 23. And I feel like I am so screwed right now. So the first one is from the Alien palette, which is perfect because we already have a purple shimmer. Then we have 2 from the Violet Vase, which is a black shimmer, which really just shows up as a black matte. And then we have this peachy kind of shimmer. And then the last one is from the Alien palette, and this is the gray. So I really might have to just abandon the mascara and the liner because this is looking ridiculous and I don't know how I'm supposed to incorporate those, but let's draw the last 4 and just kind of see where we end up. Let's see if I can remember the ones that I have already now. So we have 3, we don't have that one. 24, we already have that. I'm like looking down at my list because I wrote down the numbers. 25, don't have that one. 7, also don't have that one. And number 6, so those are going to be all of them. So let me swatch those for you as well. Okay, so these ended up being all shimmers. So I had a very hard time trying to get my mind to figure out something to do with these. So this is the color story that we have to work with. So it's quite dark. I have a matte black, I have a matte gray, I have, what else do I have? A matte purple. I don't really have a lot of mattes. So let me somehow figure out a way for me to get organized here and kind of know what I'm doing and which shadows that I'm using. So I'm probably going to have to take a picture on my phone and like dot down the different shadows in the different palettes that I'm going to use so that I can kind of keep track. So I'm honestly going to abandon this one and this one because I do want this to be somewhat wearable and I just don't see a way that I'll be able to make this work. So sorry about that. But this is already going to be such a challenge because I already feel very overwhelmed. So let me get my shit together and then we can start. So I realized that I only really have 4 mattes. So I have this one, this one, this one, can you see? Wait, this one, and the gray. So I basically have a black, a gray, a bone colored matte, and a purple. So I'm going to just set my lids first using Gravity from the Alien palette. So I'm going to take the shadow right here. And since I have so many shimmers, it doesn't really matter if I go ahead and set this and like whatever if it doesn't show up in the end, but some shadows are just not going to end up showing up. And I'm also going to bring this into my crease sort of as a transition shade a little bit. And the shadow is actually darker than I expected, so that's not the best thing in the world, but it's just gonna have to do. So if only you guys knew how confused I was right now because
I have no idea what to do.
So I think I'm going to start off by taking the purple and I'm going to place this in the inner third of my crease or so. And I don't think this is going to layer that great on top of that transition shade that we just put down, and this might get kind of muddy. But I don't really have a choice but just start somewhere, and now I really wish I didn't set my base with that because this might not end up looking that great. And this is by no means going to be a tutorial, so if I just fast forward every time I apply the color, I'm so sorry, but I have 12 colors to get through. And since I don't really have a plan myself, I mean, okay, I do have a plan, but I don't know if it's going to work out. I'm not going to do this as a tutorial style because I don't want to teach you something and have it end up being absolutely terrible. So I think next what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into Ghost OG, which is the dark gray shade. And I'm going to put that in the rest of my crease now. And afterwards, I think I'm going to do one of my kind of cut crease liners. And that way I'll be able to use both the black matte and the black shimmer. And I'll also have a lot of room for all of the other mattes, or shimmers, I mean, on my lid afterwards. So, I mean, hopefully this will work out, but I have no idea. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my liquid liner and I'm going to make that triangle above my hood where I want the tip of my wing to be. And if you haven't seen me do this before, just watch because it's really hard to explain. I will link a video down below where I did this. It's not a tutorial or anything, but I have done this before and it's just a good way for me to kind of make a big wing with my hooded eyes. So I think these are almost even. It is so hard to get them even on both sides. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut my crease and I'm going to use my P. Louise base to do this with, and I will just fast forward so that you guys don't have to watch this forever. Okay, so here is my thinking right now. I'm going to go in with the matte black and then I'm going to layer the shimmery black on top of where I put down the matte black. So I'm first taking the matte black now and I'm going to sort of put this on the outer edge of where I cut my crease and just making sure that this liner edge is looking good. And then, like I said, on top of this, I'm gonna go in with Eclipse from the Rainbow palette, which is the matte black down here, or it's not a matte black, it's a shimmery black. And I'm going to try to spray this and see if I can get any of these shimmers to come through. And I'm going to just layer this on top of all of this black now. And you can't really tell that I've used this shade, but I mean, I still have it on my eye, so I feel like it still counts. Okay, so I've now used 5 shadows, is that right? So I've used
this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
So the darkest shade that I have left is this, which is Space Cowboy in the Alien palette, and this, oh wait, you can't even see it.
This is like a very, very dark brown kind of black with a bronze shimmer.
I don't even know how to explain this, but this is like my problem now, because I don't know where to put the shadow. So I'm kind of feeling I should go with all of the warm tones on my lower lash line and then do the purples and the blue on my lid and then do like a gold in the inner corner or something like that. So maybe I will just start with my lid and I'm going to go in with the shimmery purple, I think. So we have 2 shimmery purples here and I don't really know if they're going to make much of a difference, but I'm going to start off with this one. I'm sorry if you can't see anything, but I'm going to start off with this one right here, which I think is from the Rainbow palette. Okay, yeah, so basically I have both of these purples, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this one and then take that on the outer part of my wing and then go with this one right next to it. So you're not going to be able to see much of a difference, but they're still going to be on my eyes, I promise. So I'm first taking the darkest one, and I'm not going to use a lot of this. I'm just going to use a little bit because I do still need room for a lot more shadows. And then I'm going to dip into the lighter of the 2 and I'm going to be placing this right next to it. Okay, so you can actually see a difference here. So I want to say that this is coming together, but who the knows where I'm going to end up when I'm done with this. So next up I'm going to take this Royal shade, which is a shimmery dark blue, and I'm going to put that right next to that purple shade that I just put down. And this is definitely a little bit too dark for my liking to be next to that shadow, but I don't really have a choice, so we're just gonna work with it. Alright, so somehow I only have 4 shadows left because I have 8 on my eyes. I have 3 in my crease, 2 on the black, so that's 5, 6, 7 with the 2 purples, and 8 with the blue. And what I have left is I have this dark brown shimmer, like I said before. I have this peachy shimmer, I have this gold shimmer, and this gold shimmer. So what I'm going to first do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put that on the outer probably third or so of my lower lash line, and then I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade, and then I'm going to probably do this one. So I'm going to do all of these three on my lower lash line, and then I'm going to wrap it around and kind of put this in my inner corner and meet up both sides of my eye. So I'm going to just try to do that and see how that works out. So I'm first taking Space Cowboy, and I did spray this, and I'm going to put that on the outer third or so. And this really doesn't show up like anything more than a black, which kind of sucks because I wish it had more color to it. Next to this, I'm going to take Peach from the Rainbow palette. I'm going to put this right in the middle. And I'm also going to layer it over that shade that I just put down just to brighten this up a little bit because I find it's just a little too dark. Next, I'm going to take UFO, which is this gold shade. And I'm going to put that in the inner third of my lower lash line. Oh, I forgot how much these shadows really hurt my eye if I get them in my eye. The shimmers in the Jeffree Star Alien palette is just, I don't know, I've had other people say the same thing, but when I get them into my eye, they really, really sting. And then for my last shade, I'm going to take Buttercup in the Rainbow palette, and that is this gold, and I'm going to put that where I don't have any shadow yet. And I don't know if I want to do any kind of glitter in my crease or something because I feel like I kind of lost a bit of that definition that I did have in my crease just because the shadows on my lid are so dark. But let me just finish this up and see how it is looking. And I'm also just taking a little bit of that blue again and making sure that the blend between these two are looking good. So I kind of do want to go in with a glitter, and I have this one from Stila, which is called Gypsy, and I swatched it on my hand, and it's kind of like an iridescent purple with a bit of a darker shift to it, so I'm kind of thinking that could be nice. Oh wait, I actually do have a blue as well. What about this one? This one is called Psychic. Could that be something? That might be kind of cool. Maybe I will try that. I think I am going to make a line pretty much all the way through my crease, I think, up until where the black meets. So I will do that, and then I will come back. I'm not sure if I will be in focus at all to show you guys while I'm doing it, but if I somehow hold my mirror in a good position, I will fast forward. If not, I will see when I'm done. So I am actually so happy with how this look turned out. I think this came out way better than I thought when I first saw these swatches. I was like, what? So I think for my waterline, I actually want to tie it in with my scarf a little bit, and I want to use a green. This is from Sephora, and it is unfortunately not available anymore, but I'm going to pop this in my waterline, put on some mascara, I think, but I'm going to finish up my eyes, and then I will come back. Alright, so this is going to be the completed eye look. I actually think this turned out so much better than I thought. Like, look at these colors. Doesn't it look like I have these colors on my eyes? I mean, I guess it kind of does, but this is not at all what I expected when I saw this color story. Honestly, I didn't know what to expect, so I'm really happy with how this came out. And for lipstick, I just want to go super neutral, and I'm going to line my lips with this liner from Colourpop, which is in the shade Brink. And then on top, I'm also going to use a Colourpop gloss, and this is in the shade Fantasia. I think this is from the Disney collection or something like that. I am not really sure, but I'm gonna put these on, and then we will be done. Okay, so we are all done. Let me know down below what you think. I think this was a success. This is probably the best look I've gotten out of my Roulette series so far. So let me know what you want to see the wheel do next time, because I'm open to trying anything. It could be something crazy, it could be something fun, it could be something easy. I don't care. Let me know what you think. So yeah, thank you so much for watching another one of these videos. I really do appreciate it. If you are new to my channel and you like what you see, I hope you would consider subscribing, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.